Hi, my boys. It's 2 years. Well, it's 3 years since I last seen you, but 2 years I officially reported everything. Um, if you watch this video, I'm no longer here. Um, so at this time, I don't know if you remember, but I wasn't talking to my mom for at least 5 years because she was hiding shit and she would always make me feel bad, and she would lie and I wouldn't get anything from her. And when I would ask her to babysit you, like if I'd go to the store, run to the store, I'd come back, the couch would be all wet with pee, the remote would be missing, the top would be, or the bottom, for the batteries would be missing. um the house would be even more dirtier when I left. um Anthony's changing Colin's diaper, like most of the time when I get there, or the diaper needs to be changed. My mom's on the computer playing games, or she's watching jackass or inappropriate shit that she's not supposed to be watching with the kids, because my mom used to watch snuff videos, those porn videos. Um, and she gave one to my brother, and my brother really liked it. My brother, like, it didn't really have like the sex scenes in there. Yeah, no, but this one was more gruesome, like bloody, killing, arms cut off, chainsaw. I remember the chainsaw vividly. Chainsaw. It was just really a gross video that was just like, I didn't like that stuff. But my mom liked it and gave it to my brother, and my brother just watched it, and my dad just flipped. My dad went off on my brother. He shouldn't be watching that and this and that. And I totally fucking agree why that whole conversation, or that whole incident blew up. When I was little, I knew that that was wrong for my mom to do. Like, I didn't like it. My sister didn't like it. Um, and with Mandy and Michelle, they passed on that attitude, that behavior with my mom. Like, it was no big deal. Oh, it's just some, oh, Shelly. Oh, it's just Shelly being Shelly. Mandy and Michelle, my sister, both have a huge weight problem because of my mom. Um, and knowing that, yeah, it's, my dad went off on him, and my dad took it, and my dad threw it away. He stomped on it and threw it away. And my mom gave it to him. Mom gave it to him. Like, don't fucking beat the shit out of him when mom gave it to him. Like, whose fault is that? My mom. My mom. It should have never been in the hands of a child. So, since these therapists don't want to do their job correctly, they're a part of the problem. They're teachers, really, because therapists should have been free. Therapists should be a safe place, and it's not. I have a lot of dead people right now who committed suicide, and they're saying their therapists are the reason why they committed suicide. Their therapists were not listening. Their therapists rather get the paycheck than helping that person out. When you sign up for like a therapist or cop or doctor or a lawyer or judge, you are taking a universal oath for protection. So these spirits are giving you something to you're giving a gift. You're giving a gift of knowledge and then some. So when the spirits give you that and you betray them and you use that, and then you start ignoring the universal law of helping people who need help, that are coming to you so you can practice, but instead, no. So these therapists should be held accountable for suicide. So within my videos, I hope that some child that's missing their mother or dad get seek some kind of justice and revenge on their parents' death for suicide from any of these doctors, lawyers, teachers, judge, a therapist, or tarot readers. Because these tarot readers that it's over been 2 years now. I see it's just the same cycle over and over again. It's the same thing. So they're getting stuck because they're not supposed to be in that area for too long. They're supposed to branch out and they're not helping. They're just gossiping. So the spirits are, and especially if you're not really who you say you are, these tarot readers, and you're just a show because you're on camera, you got caught. You have to say something nice. But when you're out in the real world and you're a tarot reader and you're a bitch, that's just going to pop up in your cards and you're going to stay there. You're just going to keep feeding the bullshit and it's in your comments. So, and then these people go, oh, I'm going to block you and I don't like your negativity. You block people and you are blocking yourself. Don't block people. You get to understand it and you ask the spirits, what the fuck's going on? So I didn't talk to my mom for a long time, for at least 5 years. And the 204 kept popping up. In our address, it was 204. Everything was 204, 2004, the 24. So then, my mom's address. I end up trying to. I just fucking the dream since I get these dreams and I try to change it. I try to change the outcome. And you cannot change the outcome. Like with the school, I had a dream about the school being bad, and then I tried to change it, and I couldn't change it. So I'm like, fuck it, we just end up moving. So I end up moving, and then I get the dreams of, okay, this is what I was supposed to do. I see this dream already. Yeah, okay. And I got punished for it. I really got punished for trying to change that dream. So then I go to Riverside. We moved to Riverside, and then the whole school district. I knew the whole school district was gonna be fucking horrible. Like, it's worse of the worst. And around the same time, I think it's already been about a year. No, it was around the same time that Anthony, when you got jumped by those four boys, that boy that got jumped at school, that got attacked at school in Moreno Valley. All those staff teachers knew, and he got hit in the side of the head just like you. He didn't make it at school. You are huge. You are bigger than these 5 boys. You're the size of your dad. And here are these boys thinking that they could take down you because they were jealous, because they didn't have parents to support them. They didn't have parents like me. They didn't have a mother who cared. So they went after you. And the school district knows. And they had problems with those kids. I've been a victim of bullying all my life. Schools just added and just schools pointless and worthless. It's teachers. It's just teachers creating cancer. It's not good for you. I had a teacher who called me that I was stupid and I would never amount to anything. And she is dead now. And every day I wake up, look at me now. Look at me now. She's not gonna pass through. She ain't gonna pass through because I ain't gonna give her that satisfaction. So I'm here now. So I'm sure when I'm dead and gone, I can have the party too. So I'm celebrating. And of course, when you watch these videos, I'm no longer here, but you'll see that like you'll hear noises in the back or anything that you see in my videos. And I hope my Desi does like editing some stuff. Like, you boys have the gift, a lot of gifts. And a lot of teachers need to go to prison for life. They killed a lot of babies. And it's very sad. It's disgusting. And cell phones, the reason why I went off on the cell phone is because I saw uh, right before we went into the hotel because Savi touched Desi, and the family was like being secretive. And it was on my birthday. I called the teacher. I called Desi's teacher saying like, I need help. I need, like, I don't know what to do. And Mrs. Rhodes is like, well, you did the good thing, and we'll discuss about it like on Monday, in school, and talk to the principal and see what happens. See what we can do. As soon as I brought that up to the principal, she just, oh, well, we cannot. It's like the way I felt her energy and her and the thought, oh, well, we cannot have that here. We gotta we gotta sweep this under the rug somehow. I know she was playing a two-face to me because when she saw your dad, Lauren, one time, she like perked up. And it's sad because her husband's blind. Miss Breckenridge's husband's blind. Don't see, and she's not a mother. That was the problem when she got hired, that she wasn't a mother. And I said, like, well, like, my sister's not a mom, but she's acts like a mom to my kids. And like, just because you're not a mom doesn't mean you can't be a principal, school principal. Um, that's where that problem, I will never, um, now I'm not gonna. I look back and I'm like, wow, that will stay with me for life. So now, my boys, I was very heavily involved in Miss Breckenridge's hiring and the school superintendent hiring at the time. Mindy something, or no, Cindy something. Um, and then she was all the way in San Diego. There was a problem with superintendent that they weren't hiring we didn't have, the Westminster School District did not have a superintendent for the longest time. They did not have the right people, qualified people, to handle the situation. Then money was raises. Every time we went to these school board meetings, everyone would get raises. And then the teachers would speak out and like, we need help. We're not being listened to. And then friends would appear. Like, you get social friends it's like high school. You get the popular people. That's exactly what this school district was. It was all filled with popular people. So like, here, me watching this, and then now I'm now old classmates are having kids, and they're like, I'm seeing them dropping off their kids to school, but I'm also seeing them being two-faced too, like Sarah Grimlin. And these politicians, and those different to the city leaders, because that's how they get their boost, is from the school district, from the PTA. It's a little like fucking Illuminati Freemasons shit. That's how it's like a little tiny seed. You go in there, and then it grows bigger. You grow into the city, and then with the city, stepping stones. Then you go to the city, and then you work your way up to like the state. Then after the state, you work your way up to the whole fucking United States of America. The problem is that Biden should have never been up there because he murdered his family. Prince Charles should have never been king because he murdered his wife. Now what we're looking at is history repeating itself. Like, we are watching that shit show unfold. So if you look at Princess Diana, the way it went down, she used to send a shockwave, and that shockwave is still around. And that's, if you go back into the science and you go back into that moment in time, you will see that shockwave. They're pointing. Okay, when I was little, my aunt, being an auntie, I was watching Elvis, and it was a black and white on TV, and they're talking about the life of, or they're talking about the like the life of Elvis, but that video of the Jailhouse Rock, um, and my aunt said that, oh, they make license plates. That's where the guys make license plates. Um, so when I was little, I associated Elvis with license plates. Um, in jail, and when I see like old gangster movies like Blood In and Blood Out, I think of Elvis. And now I never really like knew some parts of like Mississippi and stuff like that, but that's like Egypt stuff. So then that's where Elvis connects me with Egypt. I don't like Elvis. I really don't. Don't like his music. I don't care for his stuff. I just get a. He's a victim. He was like Justin Bieber kind of. So then, um, Egypt has a lot of stuff. Egypt takes me back to the Leonardo da Vinci stuff. And Leonardo da Vinci, the reason why I bring up that fucker, because I don't like pedophiles. And I had to really understand Da Vinci on this part. I had to understand that mindset. I had to really know what I was doing. There is something else I wanted to say before this goes. 3 years ago, my notes for studying. Oh yeah, okay. This was 3 years ago, and I would tell your dad like the spiritual awakening stuff. I was telling him about the books, and then messaging him I've been doing that for ever. Like the horoscopes and stuff like that. I would send him that every morning to help him. And he said, and that's the thing is that when you lie like that, oh yeah, it helps. Oh, thank you. You know, being two-faced like that, it's gonna come back. So all I do was turn it up a notch. So this was 3 years ago, and that's Lauren Tapia, and I yeah. See, those numbers are all in the Bible. So when those church people go 444, they're brainwashed because they already saw that 444 in the Bible. They just don't understand. They just didn't realize it. They've been seeing 444 everywhere since you were born. Since I was born. So if I knew since the day I was born that those numbers were in the Bible, they were just like, it's brainwashed. They're in churches too. They're in churches. Like when I went to this church, some kid invited me to church, so I did. As soon as I go in the door, I see capacity 144. It just tells you that they're just fucking with you. Oh, and then the Selena movie with J-Lo. I have no idea. J-Lo or Selena is Selena's still here. Selena is like what my answers. Yeah, it's like yeah. Like a princess warrior type thing. Exactly like that. How Princess Diana had passed away. was similar to the way Selena died. That is just, to me, it's incredible. And Selena was murdered in multiple ways because she should have gotten help and she didn't. Um, this was 8 years ago, November 24th, 25th. Oh, today is the Saturday, November 25th. Oh, I thought it was Sunday. It's yeah, this was 8 years ago. It's so bright my camera couldn't see the picture, and this is the moon that I did. And the Holly, Bonnie, Leroy Holly, just beautiful. And she goes, Tina, you should grab your camera. The moon is gorgeous. 8 years ago. And I do have a picture of her and the kids somewhere on my phone. Um, that's hard because she would message me on here. Um, and I even had my mom blocked because I know my mom would get like, I didn't have a relationship with my mom, so there was no reason. Even at the time I was not talking to my mom at that time. Um, I was talking to my Aunt Bunny. Um, and I went places with her with my kids. So the fact that she wants me to shut up and my mom wants me to shut up and silencing my voice now, um, my offsprings, that's the girl, Bonnie, my Aunt Bonnie, or my mom's friend Bonnie, the the girl with the turtle, the woman with the turtle. When we went to her house and we went to the La Mirada Park, with the ducks. We went to the kids for walks, walking for kids, at the Honda Park. Um, um, there was another one with my sister doing something. Suicide is prevented. People who say they love their children but keep their children away from the other parent is not expressing love at all. They are expressing control. It's Thanksgiving. Oh, and to my uncle, my mom kept talking about my uncle Scott. Scott this, Scott that. I haven't heard of him for a while. I called him. He don't give a fuck. He's a pedophile. My uncle Scott's a pedophile. He got he got this girl pregnant. Lorraine, I think her name is Lorraine. Um, 12 years old. Had my cousin Lauren, at 12 years old. I couldn't imagine having a kid at 12 years old. And my mom's like, well, she didn't look like she's 12, but if you talk to her, you could tell. And my mom would tell me stories that she would go to the house and the baby's diapers, when it would be all nasty, the bed would be like, it would be not a good environment for the baby. And my mom would even go there to change my cousin Lauren's diaper. So and my mom knew I was molested. There is several proof, and the fact that there's pictures and videos of me naked, like walking around naked, and I was an infant. I was probably maybe 3 years old was probably the last I was walking around naked. Probably 3. And then maybe when I was turned to 4, um, it was clothes, underwear, a long shirt. But the other time, no. Yeah, my brother. When my brother was born, I think I had more clothes on. My mom didn't care. Oh, let her be, let her be. It's like she wanted something to happen. And I got that feeling when I got to be an adult, when my mom's in the backyard, kids are in the backyard. Um, I asked my mom to watch. I'm there washing dishes, cooking, all, and my mom's there. She's outside with the kid. Anthony. No, it was Desi. And no, it was not Desi. It was no, it was Desi. It was Desi. And Desi gets out in the back. The gate's open. Like my mom throws something away, and I guess she didn't shut the gate. And as I'm washing the dishes, I look up and I see the gate, and the gate's like swinging, kind of like it wasn't locked, it wasn't shut. And I'm like, Mom, didn't you shut the door when you came back? Oh, I thought it shuts by itself or something like that, or and I'm like, where's Desi? Where's Desi? And I'm freaking out because that's the first thing I noticed. Like they're back there, and like I just start automatically Desi, you know. Desi's nowhere. I'm screaming. I go out there, Desi, and then my mom's just standing in the grass, like in the middle of the like foyer, like grass area. Oh no, not again! Like that. Like I'm turning around, look around. Like, what is this gonna do? So I get Anthony calling, like, follow me, like, Desi, Desi. And then he's, like, by the trash can area walking. And I'm just hoping he didn't go where the street area was. And we lived right by the street area. That moment was like, couldn't take it anymore because she did the same thing with Colin when we were living in the Golden West apartments. She goes to work every morning. She's supposed to lock the door. Lock the door, wake me up, lock the door, make sure the kids are not awake. She didn't do either of those. She didn't do either of those things. But she knew Colin was awake. The fact that she didn't wake me up and she knew Colin was awake. Colin tries to follow her when she tries to leave for work. She didn't lock the door, or maybe she did lock the door, or either way, he opened the door, ends up trying to follow her. I somehow get up, and I know it's my spirit team, it's my grandma. Wake up. I get up. I see Colin's not there. See dead Anthony. I see the door open. The downstairs. I see downstairs. I look downstairs. The door's open, cracked open, like, or not cracked open, but it's open. At least two, like, not fully open, but it's open. Colin, first thing, go down, running and Colin. I see my mom just barely leaving the like the apron of the driveway, and I see this guy holding a Colin, and he's like, and Colin's pointing to the car, my mom's car, and the guy's like, I caught him running after the car, and I'm like, oh my god, I was like, thank you so much, like, I was so pissed. I called my mom. I go, Colin just chased after you. You not know that? Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Oh, if anything happened to him, I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, I couldn't have lived with myself. Like all those things. That was after my dad died. Then shortly after, I lost the baby. So when my dad died to up until when I lost the baby, it took that long time to have him cremated and have all the money put put together to bury him, because the money problem, that was a problem. It was lack of money getting the stuff done. Um, and at this time, um, I was too busy talking to the spirits, to my ancestors. So I said, like, whatever, whoever is doing this shit to me, return to sender. I will know, it will come back up to me in the right moment in time. And sure enough, these people are coming back up. This is my sister. This is Stephanie right now. What she told me. She said, "You say you have been talking to the dead, Hitler and Reagan. Please understand that these are just thoughts in your head. You are not well, Tina. You are paranoid and hearing voices. You might have schizophrenia. This is not you. You are not acting like yourself." She doesn't know me. All the trauma and stress that you are experiencing caused something in your brain to snap. If you say you're fine, then what seeing a doctor is going to hurt. I go to the doctors too. We'll both get checkups together. I'm done with your shit. So Stephanie, have me peeing on a pregnancy test to trick your boyfriend into thinking that you're pregnant, to tricking him to staying with you. That's not a mental problem. Schizophrenia, like, right there, that just shows me you're paranoid. You don't know me, because I am talking to the dead. And what do you know? Reagan is right there. Like, Reagan Street is right there. Reagan has been a big part of me because she hates Reagan. And to me, I'm like, well, why do you hate Reagan? Well, because we had to pay for schooling. We had to do this and that. And because of Reagan, our school system sucks. That's not true. That's not true at all. Our ancestors died in school. Our school system was meant as a slavery type to keep you low. Like, our teachers don't help these kids grow. And that's a problem. It's a slave mentality mindset. So when Kanye West starts talking, he can't express himself fully because everyone's attacking him. So whatever he says, if you know, you know. If you're on his level of understanding with the spirit or talking to him, and especially there he is because he's autistic. Children, these spirits are going to go to the children, and the children are going to act just like our ancestors. And that's what Hermes had me do, like go unprotected in a cloak to get these, like the royalty, the royal. There's something in Spain, a royal or whatever it is. It's false adoption. That's what it was. Adoption, DNA, your blood. So I gotta get going. But that's what it's been too long. I'm just waiting. I haven't been outside. Like, I haven't talked to anybody. No one wants to talk to me still. There's still two faces online. It's still war. With the blood magic, I did some blood magic, like writing with blood with my name. And what's neat is that, like, the old people that do blood magic, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting to me. But I just had to piggyback off of them, like, because they already did all that work. I know it works. I know it's there. I just have to write my name. Like, I just have to do it myself and find out and open these things to myself. So I'm excited because it's going to be my time. So I'm going to be end up Like I can't, like not right, like um in a video, like I'll be doing a video, I'll do it, um in Nancy, there's one video, there's in Nancy, there's a video of me meditating, but I'm not there. I'm meditating, but I'm meditating outside my body. So like my dad said, like when I was meditating, um I'm going to be going back into that moment in time, getting like recharging, like portals, kind of like a portal. um wow. Yeah, I guess I can go because there's it's just difficult. I don't know how else to explain certain things. Maybe till later on, but it's just better if you were here. But since you're not, I have to express it or come to you in a different way. I don't know. Just the thought of me seeing you boys again, I get nervous. I cry. I don't know what to expect. I can't. I don't know. I don't want to see you old. I haven't seen pictures. I haven't snooped around. I can't. Um, so that Katie Krause girl, um, connected to Chris Flores, and Chris Flores is connected to Escamilla and Tapia. Chris Flores is not a person that should be around children. Chris Flores is not a family person. And my mom knows a Chris. And she always says, Chris this, Chris that. And then my dad connects me to go, yep, bingo. um, those prayers, those thoughts, um, they know exactly what they're doing. Um, when someone stares at you, like what Katie Cross did to me at Matt and Cassandra's wedding, um, she looked at me and I knew exactly what she was trying to do, and I didn't like it. And Matt Aguilar from Westminster High School, he's like, he brings in that anger more than anything, the anxiety of like, why in the fuck? I really don't like you. But I totally agree with him 100%. And I have nothing but respect for him because I'm just like, let it out, do what you gotta do. If you're angry, I know it's just gonna make me angry, so I just gotta work with this fucker because um, that's a long time for someone to get away with murder like that and acting like nothing ever happened. His mom should be in prison. His brother should be in prison. Um, they were fucking around with Scientology, and that's what was funny is that when he died, I believe that's when I got found out. Was when he died. I got a lot of people following me. And I said, "Come follow." I was actually having fun them following me, like, but then they turned it into the sex magic. That's when the sex magic really blew up, and I found out like a lot of dirty things. Um, I did not want you to have phones. Knowing that I was like undercover on these phones, um, some of these adults will not take no for an answer. You can say, oh, leave me alone, I'm 12 years old. And I'm 37, I can say I'm 12 years old. And they will send you inappropriate pictures, they'll harass you, and they'll scare the shit out of you. So I just started doing that shit. I started acting like if I was a teenager to these adults. Then I would tag them or report them. Then I find out, then what I would do is I would look up deeper into their shit, find out, holy shit, you work at the school district. Holy shit, you're a janitor. Holy shit, you're a nurse. Oh, you're a firefighter. So what are these people? They're the people on Craigslist. They're just out on uh, Snapchat. That's what it was, Snapchat. Then I find out, oh, school district with Isaiah and Noah. Isaiah is the one that got in trouble. And the Westminster PD went over to Isaiah and Noah's house. And that's where Javier was at. They're really familiar with that house. And the school in, oh wow, I forgot her name. The school district, I went to the meeting with Susie and Isaiah. I told Susie, like, I'll help her. I'll go there because I know the girl that's talking. Oh, Sharon, what was her name? Terry? No, somebody from the school district. That I worked with her. So I wanted to see firsthand now, since I was helping this lady out with kids that need help, like support and stuff. Well, they were picking on Susie, and Susie was telling me like they were like mistreating her because she has tattoos and stuff. I'm like, Susie, I got tattoos. I'm the president. Like, kid, it doesn't matter. They should still respect you. I go, you are a nurse. You are a nurse. You see dead people all the time. Your job is just as stressful as their job is. If your child is being stressed out or not safe and they're like, whatever it was, I was telling Susie that these people are trying to like gaslight her. The girl, I have to get her name. The lady that's helping us with the like the investigation, all the shit that was going on. She was like, well, my job is stressful because she was it was about the school lockdown, because the school got locked down because of Isaiah, about what it was happening. So they were like, a big ordeal was happening. So this lady was accusing Isaiah of stressing her out, like stressing her out to like whatever it was, but it was lies. It was really a lie, and I caught her in that. And Susie comes back like, well, I see dead people all the time. I work, and my job is stressful. And here she is. Yeah. Isaiah is listening. Like, Isaiah's listening the whole time. He's quiet. He will be a quiet boy, and he just observed things.